everybody. A very warm welcome at So To High. I am Aditi and I founded So To High because I wanted to know the journey of so many individuals, and moreover, I wanted to know all social service people who are doing so much for the society. But they are unheard. After a lot of search, I came across Madhumita Kaloni, and she's here with me today. And I'm very happy that she'll be sharing so many things about her two ventures here. So, Madhumita Kaloni, since a very long time, has dedicated her time and energy to quench the hunger of others. For her livelihood, she runs Dialogue Marketing Solutions, and for her passion, she started Hug. And Hug is human universal good, which distributes food to the needy, and soon will be relaunching Gift a Meal. There's a lot of things I would like to know about Hug and Gift a Meal. A very warm welcome, Madhumita, at So To High.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Wonderful to meet you. I love what you do. I think
Thank
telling
you, thank
stories is
you.
very important.
Madhumita, tell me that what made you start Hug?
Hug was started in 2014,
Okay,
end of 2014, just after the Shera. Basically, I was before that trying to start soup kitchens
okay.
because I always felt hunger. I mean,
Hmm.
we have so many issues in our country or in the world in general. We always talk about education, equal opportunities, and things like that. But Mera, the fundamental thing is what can you do without food in your belly?
Yes.
And I do believe, and I keep repeating this, that it is the most solvable human rights crisis
Hmm.
of our times because it's not that we don't have food. There is
Yeah.
enough and more food in the world, there's enough and more produce. We
Hmm.
have logistics, we have rich versus poor. I'm not going to make any political statements, but I think grassroots, the first thing we need to address. I can't imagine dying of hunger. I was talking to you the other day and I told
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
4 baje ki chai nahi milti ho, to you're fretting about.
Hmm.
And I have seen hunger. I've been on the ground. Hence, Hug was started because I do believe that uh, one can rely on the government to a certain extent, but we're talking about a very minuscule percentage of people trying to provide all kinds of things to the large part of our population. And then what are
Yes.
we doing? Right?
Hmm.
So, yeah, so that this was the reason behind Hug.
What is gift a meal?
So,
Okay.
Gift a Meal was basically we go out to eat all the time, and now we are all
Hmm.
foodies as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Everyone has like
Very
a
true.
certain affinity. I'm a foodie.
Hmm.
You go out, you spend a certain amount of money, and the idea is to onboard restaurants and food givers
Okay.
to say uh, and the patrons to say, will you donate 30 rupees over and above your bill
Hmm.
for the restaurant to provide a basic meal. It doesn't have to be gourmet. It can be sambar, chawal, dal, bhat, khichdi, whatever it
Anything.
is. Yes. And then Hug will do the logistics and pick up the food, at a correct
Okay.
temperature, etc., and serve it. It actually and a few restaurants actually came on board. One of them was, I think, the one that really went all out was Zandari Harbor in Cochin.
Okay.
That was for the migrant workers who were there. But I think maybe the logistics and the promotion and how you do it sort of didn't work out too well. So now
Okay.
I have a better plan. And yeah, I hope to relaunch it. And it's 30 rupees. I mean, if you
Hmm.
pay what, minimum 1,500, 2,000 rupees a
You
meal
can
when
pay
you go
30.
out to eat.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very true. And tell us in brief more about Hug and its services and how do you work?
I think the first and foremost and the most strongest pillar of Hug are its people, our people,
Hmm.
citizens. Because I mean, if you don't care, then
Yeah.
nothing really happens, right? And I have been so fortunate with Hug that it's a citizen movement group, as I keep saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
more and more people join every time we have an activity or a disaster or something
Hmm.
that we need to help with. So Hug is all about the people that work within it, right?
Okay.
And it's completely volunteer based. Um, we don't do cash or money transactions,
Okay.
mainly because, well, I'm fearful about that.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to be questioned as a um, I never want to be questioned about that part of it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
always usually dealing in material trading
Okay.
and yeah, and distribution. So distribution is the most important part, but it's been so fantastic, Aditi. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, college students, elders, middle-aged people like me, everyone steps up to go and help with distribution, cooking, and restaurants. So
Okay.
yeah, the other pillar is food providers. So wedding caterers,
Mm-hmm.
restaurants, any excess food, because what good food that gets thrown in the dustbin, we are
Mm-hmm.
picking that up and distributing it, not just in um, slums. I told you the other day that
Yeah, yeah.
in slums, at least they are within the slum board. I mean, not that they're great or anything like that, but roads, people on the road, people on the streets, literally with nothing. I've seen people, scavenging. I've actually seen during COVID times a man. I was driving back from food distribution, picking food
Oh God.
from a dumpster, like a dirty
Mm-hmm.
dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped the car and I spoke to him. He was incoherent. So yeah, I mean, Hug is all about people, providing, and
Mm.
distribution. So these are the three things that are
Okay.
important.
Okay. So you cook also?
I do. Um,
Okay.
I used to also, so I used to live in Dubai before this. I
Mm-hmm.
came down in March and then got stuck in the lockdown.
Okay.
Uh, Not stuck, well, I got caught here and I
Yeah.
moved, relocated. So even over there, I think there the situation is a bit more pathetic, because we have labor camps where people come
Okay.
from different countries like Afghanistan,
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan, and so on, alone living in ghastly conditions. Um, I couldn't do it every day,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to do food distribution during Ramadan because Ramadan
Okay.
people are fasting
Mm-hmm.
and they're working as hardcore laborers.
Okay.
So there is a lot of pressure, physical pressure on their bodies, and their health is suffering.
Mm.
Um, I was so lucky to have so many people, like 15,000, 20,000 meals during Ramadan. But
Oh.
jab khana kam pad jata tha, I would
Mm-hmm.
cook in the big handis and
Okay.
whatever,
You're talking
I can
about
make.
Dubai?
I was talking about Dubai. I've done it here as well.
Okay.
And I'm literally thinking of, there is I stay in a place called Harloot in Bangalore. And
Mm-hmm.
there is a place close to home where most of the domestic workers here, they come from there. But I hear such bad stories. I'm actually thinking of starting my soup kitchen again and giving whatever I can afford.
And Madhu, any experience which is very close to your heart in relation to hug?
There's a place here called Tannery Road.
Okay.
There are some elders there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very poor part of our society, of our community here in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
And there are these elderly women. So they're mistreated at home, and it's no fault,
Okay.
no blame, or any of that, because children are usually, labor workers are working at something like 80, 100 rupees a day. So at the end of the
Oh.
day, first they feed themselves, then they
Mm-hmm.
feed their children, and whatever is left, they will feed the parents, or they will ill-treat the parents because that level of frustration.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a friend of mine called Salma who started a group there called started a little home there called Dhriti, where they could be cared for during the day.
Okay.
So they have a place to go to because they're old and infirm.
Mm.
So they would be there the whole day. Mm. So we started providing food, and we got to know these feisty old ladies. Okay, they
Oh.
are they're quite kick-ass. So every time anybody wanted to do something special, we would ask
Mm-hmm.
them, "What do you want?" And we would get things like, "I want a silk sari," or "I want chili chicken," for example.
Okay. Wow.
Stuff
Yeah.
that they would
Yeah.
like to have, and it's everyone's privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember one particular day, I went with a group of people from Hague, and it was the best day of my life, really, because we danced. They heckled us literally. They were like, "Oh, you
Okay.
city girls, and dance for us," and
Okay.
stuff like that. It was great fun. But what was most touching about that day was
Mm-hmm.
that after eating and everything, it was a school compound that we had taken. You know, the ladies were like, "You come and sit on my lap. You're
Okay.
like my
Mm-hmm.
granddaughter. Come and sit on my lap." I was very uncomfortable because, mother of two and, that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, yeah.
thing. Yeah, but it was so lovely. I actually went and sat, and I could see that as much as, it was making me feel weird, they loved it. They loved the attention, and they loved like the whole, because they're missing that at home.
Everybody needs love, and
Yeah,
sometimes you can give love and you can take love. Taking love also
absolutely.
gives satisfaction to others.
When you do something for someone else, I think you take away more than the
Yes.
person that you have done something for. I sincerely believe this.
Mm-hmm. I wish success, and you're doing a great job. Something you're taking out time out of your busy schedule, and you go place to place distributing food. That is not easy, and that is not everybody's cup of tea.
Thank you so much. Aditi, you're doing a wonderful job as well. I love the
Thank
fact
you.
that you tell your stories. Honestly, I do, because that's very important.
Yeah, yeah.
Every kind of story needs to be told.
Thank you so much.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Lovely talking to you.
Same here, same here.